Hello students, welcome you all on our e-lecture. This is supposed to be our last lecture for the subject CLSP as your exam is on 5th July I think. So before that we are on the very last topic of our syllabus, that is director. Okay, we have seen how the directors are appointed, what are powers, what are his duties, general duties, etc. Okay, and now this is last lecture. So here we will finish our syllabus, and again if you have any doubts you can clear. So vacation of office of a director. Now vacation means removal or making that place empty. Now here vacation of office means if the director is not continuing his duties, if he is not attaining the office under certain circumstances, that office or that post gets vacated. Vacated means empty. Okay, on that post no single individual who is known as a director is working. So the director is automatically vacated from the office in the following cases. So it is called vacation of office of a director. The office of a director shall become vacant or will be vacated in case if means if a director incurs any the disqualification specified under section 164, then if he is absent from all the meetings of board of directors held during a period of 12 months with or without seeking leave or absence of the board. If he is not taking permission from the board of directors, if he is remaining absent in every general meeting which is taking place in a particular 12 months or in a particular financial year, in that case he automatically gets removed from the post of director. Or if he acts in contravention of the provision of the section 184 relating to entering into contracts or arrangements in which he is directly or indirectly interested. Once he has joined, if the director has joined himself as on the post of director in a certain company, then at that time he has to make certain contracts, certain agreements or certain bonds, and although after signing those agreements, those contraventions, he is not performing or working as per those terms, as per those contracts, then under section 184 he will be removed or that post will be vacated. Correct? He fails to disclose his interest in any contract or arrangement in which he is directly or indirectly interested in contravention of the provision of the section 184. If he is not able to give any explanation for his absence, if he is not able to prove himself that why he was not interested in the company affairs, okay, in certain terms, in certain conditions, he will be vacated. He becomes disqualified by an order of a court or a tribunal. He is convicted by a court of any offence, whether involving moral repute or otherwise, and sentenced in respect thereof imprisonment for not less than 6 months. Imprisonment means he has to go to jail because he is disqualified or he has not performed as per the terms and conditions of the articles of association or the rules which are mentioned in Companies Act 2013. Then if having been appointed as a director by virtue of holding any office or other employment in the holding subsidiary or associate company, ceases to hold such office of the other employment in that company. Correct? What is that? Appointed as a director by virtue of his holding. If by virtue means in a good way, in good relations with the company of board of directors, he is appointed as a director. But he is not fulfilling, he is only being a shareholder or has a good hold in that company, he is working as a director. but that will not continue for more period, and he will cease his post as a director because he is not working in favor of the company. If a person functions as a director even when he knows that the office of director held by him has become vacant on account of any of the disqualifications specified in the section, he shall be punishable with imprisonment for a term which may extend to 1 year. Then next is where all the directors of a company vacate their offices under any of the disqualification. See, vacate of office here exactly it means although you are removed as per the articles of association, as per the rules, as per the norms of Company Act 2013, and being disqualified, still you are working or still you are coming to the office regularly and working as a on a post of director. In that case he has to vacate that office. So the word vacation of office is used here. A private company maybe its articles provide any other ground for vacation of the office of a director in addition to those specified in subsection 1. Correct? Now resignation of director. A director may resign from his office by giving a notice in writing to the company, and the board shall, on receipt of such notice, take a note of the same, and the company shall intimate the registrar and shall also place the fact of such resignation in the report of director laid in immediately following general meeting of the company. If the director is resigning from himself, see, resignation, termination, these are two different words. Termination means what, or disqualification means what? The person is deliberately removed from the company or by the board of directors. But resignation means the person, the employee or the director, he himself is resigning from the post. He himself does not want to continue in that company, in that board of directors. So resignation is that part. Termination means termination is on the part of employer, but resignation is on the part of employee. He himself wants. And termination and disqualification where employer or company they don't want that person to work as a director. This is the basic difference between resignation, termination or disqualification. Correct? So if a director is resigning from the post, then the particular notice in written must be given by the director, and the company should submit that notice to the ROC, that is registrar of company, and such things or such resignation will be discussed in general meeting, and after that the resignation of the director will be accepted. This is the procedure. Correct? So, and it comes under section 168 of the Companies Act 2013. Correct? So, mandatory requirements. The resignation of a director shall take effect from the date on which the notice is received by the company. Unless he is not intimating, he is not informing to the company by giving a notice in written, then his resignation is not accepted. Verbal resignation will not work. Okay? But it is necessary from the director that he should give in the notice in written. Notice that in written to the board of directors, to the company, and then the date which is mentioned in the notice will be treated as a final date, and if any specified by the director in the notice, whichever is latter. Okay. Then mandatory requirements here it means what? If the director is resigned on the date of 1st January, then the notice date, the date which is mentioned on the notice will be treated as a valid and final date, and accordingly the same date will be informed or will be that notice will be intimated to the registrar of the company, and then from the 30 days of that notice he will be resigned from the post of the director. Means for these 30 days the director has to work in that company, he has to give his services. And the second mandatory requirement, the director who has resigned shall be liable even after his resignation for the offences which occurred during his tenure. If he is making any fraud, if he is involved in any illegal activities in the company, then such penalties or such fraud amount will be received from the director. He will not be leave from the company. if he is involved or engaged in any offences which occurred during his tenure. Okay, for example, he has spent 2 years in the company, but in that 2 year span, if any fraud has happened, although he is not directly involved in that, but being as on the post of director, he is responsible for that fraud, and for that he has either what will happen, he need to go to jail, he has to give some monetary returns for the frauds which he has not made, okay, because he was responsible and it was his duty to let the work done by the employees, but he himself was involved in the fraud was maybe the one reason, or although he is not involved in any offense, but still because it happened during his tenure, he is responsible. Correct? Then following procedure to be followed in case of resignation, in case of disqualification, in case of removal of director. So, as per the secretarial standards, on the receipt of resignation letter, company shall issue notice to the board of meeting or all the directors of the company to their addresses registered to the company at least 7 days before the date of board meeting. A shorter notice can be issued in case of urgent business. So, attach agenda, notes of agenda, draft resolution with the notice, hold a meeting of board of directors of the company, for this is all happening or this all required for in case of resignation of a director. Then to authorize CS or CFO or any director of the company to file a requisite form and return with ROC. Okay. Then listed company shall submit the disclosure of such resignation to the stock exchange within 24 hours from the date of board of meeting and post the same on the website of the company within 2 working days. Okay, because all the procedures can be handled online. Okay, that is why it is said on the website of the company during or within 2 working days. Prepare and circulate draft minutes within 15 days from the conclusion of the board meeting by hand, speed post, registered post, courier, email to all directors for their comment. Okay, so then filing of form DR12 with ROC, a certified true copy of board of resolution, notice resignation, evidence of cessation. The company shall within 30 days of the date of receipt of a notice of resignation from the director intimate ROC form DR12 along with the following documents. Which documents? The director who has resigned may also forward a copy of his resignation to the ROC in form DR11 within 30 days of the resignation along with notice of resignation filled with the company, proof of dispatch, acknowledgement received from the company. See how long procedure is it is for the resignation, because see if company want to remove, then they can quickly remove or kick the individual from the post of director, but if he himself is resigned, means employee has no right to use his powers or to utilize his what do you say rights in such case. It is proved from this, because it is a business, everything is fair, okay, but it is on the part of company. If company want to remove or disqualify, they can do after following very few procedures, but if a individual working as a director wants himself to resign, then the procedure is very big or lengthy. So once the notice he gives, director gives, then all these things must take place within 30 days span. Otherwise, who will have or who have to, I mean, only share or who has to suffer? Only director has to suffer for this. So we will stop here, and following is the procedure to be followed, and making necessary entries in the register of director. Company should make a necessary entries in the register of director and key managerial personnel, file necessary amendments application under following act as a Goods and Service Act, Shops and Establishment Act, Factories Act, Foreign Exchange Management Act, etc., etc., etc. Okay, if the director is resigning, then such entries should be made in these registers or in these particular book of accounts. Okay, this is what is the procedure for resignation. So we have completed here our unit 4, and again we will take 1 or 2 Zoom meeting where we will finish and complete all the syllabus at the same time, your doubts, your difficulties and your queries. Thank you.